After more than 50 years of waiting, West Lake Landfill could finally see signs of a cleanup.
This after Senator Josh Hawley added a provision into a government funding bill that could be signed this week. Our Justina Cornell joins us in studio to explain what could happen next.
Mike and Kelly, this move adds pressure onto the Department of Energy to speed up the cleanup at West Lake Landfill. Now, this site needs to be remediated since it contains radioactive waste dating back to the Manhattan Project. Today, we sat down with Just Moms STL, who emphasized the importance of this latest push.
I think St. Louis has been forgotten. I think that we are finally on the map.
On the map to get some help. Advocacy group Just Moms STL says it's taken decades to get to this point.
The same radioactive waste that they've been cleaning up in North County from Coldwater Creek and the sites over there, that's the same waste that was illegally dumped in 1973 at the West Lake Landfill.
The radioactive waste is connected to the uranium processed for the atomic bomb in downtown St. Louis. Tons of that waste was dumped into West Lake Landfill, which sits directly next to Bridgeton Landfill. Bridgeton Landfill has faced a subsurface smoldering event, a chemical reaction that heats waste like fire but lacks oxygen. Concerns over odors and the landfill's proximity to the radioactive waste are what initially sparked the fight by Just Moms.
The reason it has taken so long at Westlake is because it's so bad, and they have started to find out how bad it is, and so they had to find all the radioactive waste because they don't want to miss it during the cleanup.
In the latest effort, Senator Josh Hawley tweeted a budget bill that sits on President Donald Trump's desk, contains new requirements for the Department of Energy.
It basically is saying that you better get back to the table and get a timeline put together to start the process of cleaning up West Lake Landfill.
If the bill is signed, it would require the Department of Energy no more than 120 days to implement a remediation timeline for Westlake. It also requires a report detailing the current and projected remediation needs and staffing requirements.
It's hard to not look back and be angry because we were right. This site is a mess, and we said that 13 years ago. It took EPA, 10 years to catch up to that fact and agree with us? If they'd have done that a little earlier, yeah, we'd have probably been done with the cleanup.
Now, President Trump is expected to sign this bill as soon as this week. Just Moms hopes if this happens, there will be an actual start date as soon as March.